of the head.
All right, we are recording. It's been a long time since the last time we did one of the Ultimate Something podcasts. But Hayden, I wanted to talk to you since you just brought it up about shootings. I think it's very, very fascinating because you can really tell that the government's starting to open up from the pandemic because we're starting to get back to normal because of these shootings are happening now.
I know, right?
It's true. Everyone's getting comfortable again.
Yeah,
It's
because
so funny.
everybody
If you get comfortable, you get on edge.
Everybody looks at these shootings. They're like, "Oh, this is horrible." Fucking like me, I'm like, the country's right. We're healing. We're getting back to normal. You know, pretty soon, we're gonna start dealing with school shootings, and we're still gonna ignore it just the same. It's funny today because yesterday the shooting happened, and it was the Liberals' day, the fucking grandstand. It'd be like, "Oh, fuck, see this? Well, we gotta get rid of all the guns and everything."
They were so happy.
And then today it got announced that the guy actually had ties to ISIS. So now the Republicans are all like, "It's our turn, more guns."
I would just want to leave a big confusing trail of things.
And
I'd make sure I'd run out and like pray to the east, and then like I don't know, sig hail the CCP.
Yeah.
And then blow my brains out so nobody can ask me a question. They're like, we went on his Instagram account and dove into he posted a black square on Instagram, so
But he also has subscribed to Joe Rogan in his bio.
It's just
what an intellectual man.
It's just so it's so frustrating for me because it's like it's the same fucking thing every single goddamn time with one of these fucking tragedies. It favors one side, and then that side
doesn't favor either side.
Politicizing
it. Everyone just picks a side anyways.
Yeah,
you don't hear about those kind of shootings. If it doesn't favor a side, you'll never know about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
those are the boring shootings.
This shooting happens, 10 people die, and it's
like the ones in Chicago every day.
The same.
No one hears about those.
The same fucking thing every single time. Media puts this guy's face all over the place. Just says his name, shows his Instagram account, his Twitter account, whatever. Just keep making this guy a famous superstar. And meanwhile, we keep saying that the only two options that we have are either to get rid of every single gun or add or double the gun production and make sure everybody has a gun. Make sure 4-year-olds bring a fucking 9mm hollow point to school.
Did the guy die? I don't even know.
No, he just I think he just gave himself up. I think he just threw his gun on the ground. He's like, "I give up."
You got me.
I don't even think like they beat him up or anything. They just put him in cuffs. They were like, "Yep, there's bound to be one tomorrow, so might as well get him in, process him real quick."
My mom didn't get me any Dunkaroos today. Better not show up to school tomorrow.
It's just
Dunkaroos are awesome.
Just so dumb. It's just so dumb. Everything about it.
The weird kid text you, "Don't come to school today."
I was listening to Pumped Up Kicks recently. I was getting dressed and
the normal one or the
no, not the fucking medieval one. God damn,
I love
you
that
nerd.
One, man.
Yeah, it's good, but it's like I'm never gonna admit to anybody that I listened to that.
Bardcore, everybody.
I was like putting on my socks, and I was like, I got time. I listened to Pumped Up Kicks because it was in my recommended feed, and I saw the greatest comment on it. It was a comment saying, "Remember when we didn't know what the lyrics meant?"
Time.
And everyone was just jamming out because, like, damn, this song kind of slaps. You know, this song's kind of fucking good to listen to. But then one guy was like, "Wait a second, wait a second, hold on.
This is about school shooting."
The music video, I've never seen the music video until just watching it the other day.
I didn't know there was a music video.
Yeah, it's just the band making the song. It's one of those music videos.
Okay.
I guess they didn't even bother to make the music video about what the song was about.
What are they gonna do?
Just show a guy going in,
footage from
all tactical.
Hide, run, fight movie.
How many years away?
Movie, by the way, that's a school shooting movie. Great movie.
I can't believe you watched that.
I think I heard about that movie.
Good.
I think I heard about that.
Very well done.
Isn't that
everyone's heard about it?
Nice. I didn't hear about it until the day before I watched it.
Isn't this movie like
suggest-
popular right now in pop culture or something?
It must be. There's a bunch
Yeah,
of school shootings
it's
going
Ben
on.
Shapiro's movie. That's why.
No way! He made a
Oh,
movie?
you got. You know, Jared said he got
No
TikTok
way,
got.
he made
Did
a
you not
movie?
get my? You didn't get my reference the other day in the
thought
group
you were
chat.
joking. I thought you said go read Ben Shapiro's book. I'm like,
No, the
why?
entire movie, like there was a normal director, and the movie was like normal production movie, but the whole movie was made because of the Daily Wire, which is Ben
Shapiro
Shapiro's
was-
company.
Oh, that's fine. It was very well done.
You know how Jared
Had a
says
good
he got
time watching.
TikTok got when he looked at a TikTok of an underage girl? You just got Ben Shapiro got, man. You didn't even know it. You just got
I saw the
got by Ben
trailer.
Shapiro.
It does look cool.
Well done.
Yeah, he hid it. He hid it from you.
I tell you what, Ben Shapiro, good work. Maybe I'll check out one of those books of yours.
No,
I
you're
warned you.
not.
Now you're going to be reading his book.
I don't think I could read Ben Shapiro's. Oh, you know what? I think I could read Ben Shapiro's book just so that I could tell other people to read Ben Shapiro's book.
How many
And then
years?
they'll think I'm joking, but then I would be like, no, seriously, look at my book collection.
How
I
many
have Jordan
years?
Peterson's book right there. I tried reading it. It's a cool.
It's a tough read.
Oh,
He's
are
very
you gonna be one of these
intellectual,
guys now? You're
and
gonna
I
have
can't do it.
you're gonna have people's books on your bookshelf that you don't fucking read, like whenever a journalist comes on the air for like CNN or
I
something.
tried to.
Like,
I gave it a
if
good
I ever
attempt.
become a
Seems like
journalist,
the right thing to do.
if I ever become a journalist, and I'm like a big time journalist, like I report on the White House, like I'm a White House
For 5G
correspondent.
and what it's
Whenever they
done to
bring me
all
in
the
to talk about like
children.
the United States just bombed
Children
Syria,
in cages.
and they
Should we have more or less?
bring me on to talk about it, I'm gonna make sure instead of a fucking gay ass bookshelf, I'm gonna have all my video game collection. It's gonna be Lego Star Wars 1, 2, 3, like,
knows what it's
Star Wars
doing.
Battlefront OG on the PS2, and everything in the background. Because I want people to know that while I'm giving them like, well, you see why the United States did this attack today? It's because they want to show fear. They want the Russians to fear their military presence in the region. You know?
It is funny how every person that does Zoom calls has to have a bookshelf behind them,
every single one.
and you know they haven't read those books.
No
You
way.
just know
Right.
they have.
No way.
It looks nice though, no doubt.
Yeah, you look like a prick. You look like a fucking gay ass prick if you got one of those
I like all
bookshelves
the
behind you.
if you got a bunch of leather bound old timey books.
You got like maybe I'd have like
Yeah, you can't. If you
something
can't
that,
read the
like,
label, that's how you know it's a
Churchill
good
would
book.
be- If Winston Churchill was in a stream, that would be the kind of bookshelf I'd want to be in front of.
I would
Whatever bookshelf he
I would
had.
have an Elder Scroll. That's the only like type of reading material I would have.
But you'd go blind.
Yeah, and
I would-
my
I would
eyes would
put
be all
Job
cloudy.
For wisdom.
I'd have like the Bible 1, the Bible 2, the Bible 3.
Yeah, I would take Psalm 1, 2, 3 and tattoo it on my back.
I think it would be better. I think it would be better if you took the Bible, the Torah, and the
Quran.
Quran, and you just like nailed each one on the wall behind the camera, so you piss off everyone.
I'd have a separate space where it's Ben Shapiro's book fighting like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's book. They just have little swords. They'd be like,
Fight.
Kiss. How many years away are we?
I want to super glue the books together.
How many years
Or the-
away?
that'd be
Here's
funny if
part
someone's like,
two.
"Here, I'll grab this book." You pull it, and like $8 come off the shelf.
It's some prior reading that is mandatory.
Oh, this is Flat Stanley, Volume 3.
How many
I'm
years?
sorry, what? Flat Stanley?
How many years away do you
Hang on,
think?
I'm going to Google that for a second.
You've never heard of Flat Stanley?
I
It's
think
about
I-
a kid who a bookshelf falls on him, and then he becomes flat.
Oh my god, I remember that.
No.
Oh, all right, thank you. All right, continue.
You're
on.
welcome.
How many years do you guys think we are away from from a school shooting just being committed by just a U.S. Army Ranger, like a special, like your video shows like him going in with his M4, like going in all tactical, like it's going
I have to do this.
with like a suppressor
I
on it.
don't do it. The cycle repeats.
The fucking laser sight on his gun. He goes, like he hammers the windows out and then throws like.
Well, haven't they already done that? Like, isn't that what Rocky's about?
What?
He goes over to.
Rocky?
Wait, what?
I shouldn't have gone that far. 'Cause they call in Rambo, they call him a baby killer. I went much too far with that one. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh my god.
Sylvester Stallone has too much brain damage from Rocky, so he goes up shooting school.
Oh, Jared, I
No,
wanted
They
to.
already killed brown kids, right?
Dude,
Fly
the
over.
school shooting that happened, or not a school shooting, it was a church shooting that happened in New Zealand. I
Yeah,
still think about that one because the video of it,
Yeah.
he had the gun. He had the camera like right on his gun, so it
Yeah.
was like a first
because
person
he live
video
streamed
game.
it.
Yeah.
He live streamed it,
he
and
thought
everyone
about
posted
it.
it on Pornhub and Twitter, and you could find it anywhere. And it was like, it was gruesome.
Yeah, I showed it to Hayden. I remember watching the video and like a guy like runs at him in a hallway. And he just fucking guns
Yeah.
like just
There were a couple of people that tried to stop him.
yeah
They
he just fucking shoots him and they just fall like lifeless. I was like, wow, I've never seen a person die before. That's how it happens. And like he goes,
Yeah,
he
I've
clears the
played
room.
Halo on Legendary.
He
but
clears the room and like you see on like when he turns like the camera, like you just see a big gigantic body, like pile of bodies. That's like maybe like 15
Yeah,
bodies.
he was like putting them all in the corner for some reason.
Yeah,
And then
Oh,
when,
really?
when he left the church, he
I
went
never watched
outside to his vehicle, and there was some lady on the sidewalk. She was like, "What are you doing?" And he just takes a shotgun and blasts her in the head.
and
You
then
should probably cut me laughing at the New Zealand school shooting.
no, that's going in. That's going in.
I didn't think about till after. I was like, "Oh shit, we're actually recording something."
In fact, that's when I'll
Well-
cut back. I'll cut back. It'll cut. The cut will happen
From
after
laughter
you
to
laugh,
laughter.
and then it'll cut back to you saying you should cut out the part.
If you can manage to do that, that'd be impressive.
Oh, I mean, it's gonna be easy.
For the record, I was not laughing at a New Zealand school shooting.
He has a dry throat.
In fact, I'm actually on Twitter trying to cancel somebody right now. I'm very woke.
Oh fuck!
I
Fucking
actually got two cancelings on the back burner right now.
Danny from Jared. Have you watched Game Grumps before? Are you a Game Grumps person?
I heard of him.
Never heard of it.
All right.
Oh wow, I was way off the mark.
So have you heard about the accusations made against him though? One of the guys.
What's the name?
All right. So to fill you in, Game Grumps
Daniel
is a very
Abigail.
successful YouTube channel, gaming channel that has like 3.5, 3.8 last time I
Say the
checked.
name of the channel one more time.
Game Grumps.
Game Grumps. It
Game
was
Grump?
it got really popular by the Ego Raptor guy.
Game
He was
Grumps.
like-
Like grumpy.
No, never heard of it.
And so this like the second co-star, there's Ego Raptor, this whose name is Aaron something, and then
Aaron
Daniel. I have a Daniel.
He's a Jew.
He
Don't worry He's great.
he recently had an accusation. Here's the extent of the accusation. It's a girl that was 17 years old, 11 months, said hi to Dan. Dan said hi back.
That's enough for me.
That's the end of communication.
I
For-
think that's grooming.
That's the end of communication they had until she was 22. And,
We all know why he said hi back.
And
Who's planting the seeds?
yeah, and he's also a rock star.
Kinda.
Yeah. So he's doing a show at her like a local arena, and she texts him again, like, and then Danny's like, hey, you want to fuck after the show? And then so he fucks this girl after the show, and it got out because this girl made an accusation against him, and now fucking being canceled.
And
No,
because he
keep in
said
mind-
hello to her when she was 17, he's probably being accused of grooming her, right?
Yes.
Yes, because she was 18 prior to that. He said hi, and then he wished her a happy birthday when she turned 18.
Therefore, groomed.
I'm not sure if
I
they
mean-
talked at all prior or in between those two.
If he's actually a rock star, I mean, I'm assuming most rock stars have younger women contacting them.
Yeah, I said this to Hayden yesterday when we were
Especially
talking
a guy
about it.
in the Game Grumps community.
If it is
Much
now,
like Ryan Haywood did.
yeah, if it is now a crime to be a rock star who
They
shreds
pay
on
more than a
guitar
dime.
and have sex with a 22-year-old girl who's like 10 years younger than you, I don't want to live in this world anymore. Like that's the end of American culture as it
There are
stands.
plenty of sugar daddies that have like 21-year-old girls that just have sex with them because they're rich.
Or
One of them is Jerry Jones's neighbor in Texas.
or it can be like one of those girls that you were just telling me about from Jordan Belfort's story.
Oh yeah.
You should tell Hayden that.
Well, he was younger back then. I can't tell it on the podcast.
Oh, you can. All right, I'm gonna tell it then. All right, so
No, fine. It's my story. I'll
all
tell.
right.
Jordan Belfort went on like Logan Paul's podcast about a year ago, and I was listening to it because I like Jordan Belfort. I find him interesting. And then they asked him
Oh,
to
you're
tell.
admitting to-
Well, I wasn't watching because of Logan Paul.
Are you sure? So you're not
No.
keeping up
I've
with
only
the
watched
Logan
2
Paul?
episodes of his podcast. One was Jordan Belfort, the other was Ben Shapiro.
Oh boy.
But
We
they
got a
asked him
problem,
to tell
everybody.
like the most gruesome story he's ever like been involved with, because something that wasn't in the movie or the book. And he was telling the story how him and a bunch of his buddies rented out like this entire like open area of a hotel. Like the entire floor. There's like no rooms. It was like a whole just open area. And there was one part of the area where there was just a girl lined up. A bunch of people were lined up in front of this girl who was butt naked, leaned over, and they were all just taking turns like fucking her in the line. And there is just dripping coming out of her, and she looked like she wanted to die. And people were just giving her money and just humping her. And,
Well, I guess you
and he
make
said
choices.
the scene of like all the guys in line just like clearly out of their mind, like drunk and high, and her just looking dead, and the drip
Probably
coming out of
also
her.
drunk and high.
Fuck yeah. And my contribution to it is like imagine you're like 15th in line, right? And you see this woman who's in front of you who's like
Only gonna get better
just
the
dripping
farther back in line.
dripping semen right out of her, just unbelievably, just pouring out. Are you gonna be standing there being able to like have an erection at that point in time?
Sometimes it's not about the moment in time; it's about the buildup.
I think
Like
there'd be
scrolling
a
through your phone
group event.
desperately trying to get to that website we all know. That's
You
the
know the
fun part.
mob mentality when there's like a bunch of people and they're all excited and then they accidentally murder somebody. That like they scale up and scale up and scale up. It's like a thing that happens, especially with like groups of guys from like 18 to 28 in that 10-year period. If you get a bunch of us together, we all start getting really excited and twitchy together. I think it's a similar thing to that. If you get a bunch of guys and one of them gets a boner, they're all getting a boner.
You think
They'll all start to
Somebody in the
smell
room's
the
just like,
air.
"Hey guys," and the other they're just like, "Yeah, yes."
yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
There was this weird video of a soccer player in like France or something, like doing an interview, and he was in the locker room and he was just like talking to the interviewing people. And, like in the locker room, there's just guys next to him like jacking off, and you can clearly see it in the video. And everyone around him just like talking, like they're talking to the guy, and they're just acting like it's so normal.
Yeah, he jerks off in here.
Do you think when Jordan Belfort saw that girl just getting ruined, he was like, I should invest in AMC?
He might have gotten in line. He didn't say if he did or not.
Yeah.
Hold the line.
Because the last podcast we made, it was the
We were all
podcast.
happy about it.
Yeah.
Now we're not happy. We're not happy.
It was the day
was
before
glad I
Robinhood shut everything down. Everything was shut down in the stock market
When
when
they
they
broke
stopped
the law?
everything from happening. Jared, do you want to reveal your position to the audience of how many shares you own?
The hundreds of thousands of dollars you've lost.
Sure, I can.
How about you, Will?
I am in at 31 shares today.
You're back. Are you back? What happened?
All
What
right,
did you do?
all right.
We sold, then we got back in.
So here's the
It's
thing.
dropping really fast.
You
Here's
gotta
So we want to
a-
make some
a
profits.
decision, you guys.
Make
Yeah.
profits and then get back in at a lower point, but we basically didn't. I have 641 shares at $6,780.
God. So here's the
Alright,
thing with this whole thing that's kind of been annoying me. It's the culture of it now. I don't really like the culture, like the ape gang, like gorillas.
It's gone off the rails.
Yeah, it's gone off
It's
the
gone-
rails way too
It's
much
basically a
now.
cult now.
Yeah,
it really
it
is a cult.
It is. I liked when it was just starting out because I really liked making memes for everybody and on Reddit and stuff and like being a supporter of the cause. But now, you know how things go on the internet, it just gets perverted to the point where just if you're speak out against this or just say like, I don't think this is gonna work, you're told you're a hedge fund shill and you're a cancer and everything.
You basically get attacked if you speak out against the cause, which is like step one of a cult.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now, and I just don't like what it's become. That being said, the thing is that everyone keeps saying a day. Like we closed at 8:01 like a couple weeks ago, and it was like, all right, now the Gamma Squeeze is gonna happen, and it didn't happen. And it was supposed to be like March 12th was supposed to be the day, and then March 19th was supposed to be the day, and it never happened. It never fucking happened once, and we've seen it go up, and now we're slowly seeing it go all the way back down.
Well, the other way around. We saw it slowly go up, and now it's going down real fast.
Yeah,
I
all
can
the
barely even
work,
catch my breath.
all the work that we put in over these like last, I don't know, 2 months since me getting in. It went from $6 all the way to $14. It took fucking 2 months to do that. It's already back down to 10. And
Yeah, it's flirting around 10 right now.
in 3 days, 3 days times, I think we're just gonna get ruined with this thing, man.
The one thing that I am still optimistic about it is that like most of the market was down, so it's actually following the trend, which is technically a good thing. So if there's a green day, AMC is probably going to be green. But
Yep.
yeah, a part of me
So now
likes
it's
it when it
normal
goes down.
stock then, right?
Yeah,
like
it's
any other-
following normal stock patterns now. The only difference is hedge funds are
Yeah.
shorting it constantly. So it is being attacked more than other stocks are, and it has more attention than any other stock. So there's a lot of buying pressure.
Stop the stock hate. We need to protect our stocks.
I'm just I'm starting to just lose hope with it. I'm starting to really lose hope with it. But that being said, so I
Good.
sold today. Jared and I sold at pretty much the exact same time, and I then after selling went to go fill up the propane tanks for the barbecue grill because it's grilling season now because it's getting warm outside. And so I was like, all right, and I was thinking about it on the ride there and back. I felt so empty. I wasn't having money in the line anymore. I felt empty. I felt like I was a failure.
I felt like there was no risk.
Yeah, there was nothing going on. There was no point to live. And then I backed into the garage. Didn't even make it in the house before I bought back on Robinhood. I bought back everything I sold. And then Jared texted me at that same exact moment saying, I'm back in. I'm back in. We did it at the exact same time. We have a problem. We absolutely have a problem.
I don't know if
just
that's a
in
good
time.
sign.
No, it's not a good sign.
That you
We were
guys
basically like
can't
at
make
that
a
line where
decision.
like I'm about to start losing money again, and I sold before that point, so I wasn't going to lose any money, and I still got back in. I couldn't help it. I think I'm down like $300 right now.
I'm
already.
down 9. I'm down 9 right now. But hey, the squeeze will happen tomorrow.
$9. If you say 9 after I say 300, it sounds like you're saying 900.
The squeeze will happen
I
tomorrow.
thought 9 big ones.
Jared, have you heard that King of the
I'm
Hill?
down $224 right now. That's what I'm down.
You heard that King Kong, or King of the Hill, is coming back?
No. What?
Apparently, yeah, King of the Hill might be coming back soon. Just wanted to get your reactions on that because you are a big King of the Hill guy.
Who said that?
I saw it on an
No,
article.
I try
Headline.
not to trust when Will says anything like that. Like he said, Morrowind was coming to Xbox One. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and then it
And
did.
then it did, and I was like, oh my lord, he didn't lie this time.
Yeah, I don't lie when it's stuff like that.
No, it's
Are you sure?
My lies.
not coming back. It's King of the Hill is in hot negotiations to come back. Sounds close to a revival, so they might do it.
Yeah, but
They should.
that's the best news that you're ever gonna get, probably. It's getting into hot negotiations. I mean, you are the biggest King of the Hill fan that I know, to the point where you outright criticize Seth MacFarlane because of King of the Hill. Your fucking overrated animated show.
It's
Seth completely
MacFarlane's
fair.
just not funny anymore.
He got rid of that.
Have you ever seen
He
Ted, you
got rid of
motherfucker?
Pocket Stand so that
I have.
we can have Cleveland Brown show.
Oh my god, that show.
And that
fucking
breaks my heart.
Sucked.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of that show too.
Yeah,
it was real bad.
yeah,
Didn't get any better.
Cleveland show is bad. That's a bad show. I don't know why they decided to give Cleveland a spin-off show.
Could give Joe one. I guess it would be easy to animate.
What's
Yeah.
interesting about King of the Hill is it's not a conservative show, but it has like conservative values in it. So it
Conservative
does have that
value.
it has an immediate audience, and it's a very dry show.
Conservative values. Oh man.
It's it's in Texas. He's a gun owner. He drives trucks. They drink beer.
Oh,
He's a Republican in the
oil
show.
and gas. I
He's a
like
big propane guy.
I like that he can't stand really anything. He can't stand anything that's not exactly what he's used to.
Right. His perfectly cut grass. I remember one episode Bobby was talking about like cooking with charcoal. He just goes, "Bull!" That's a stupid screamy.
Oh,
Bobby.
Hayden, you and I were talking last night about we had a debate about Megan Fox that I wanted to bring on the
We
podcast.
didn't have a debate at all. You got destroyed. Is what
No,
happened.
no, because I'm right. First of all, Megan Fox. First of all, the reason I'm talking about this is so I
All
can
you
put Megan
said
Fox
was-
on the
I can
thumbnail.
tell you right now.
Yes.
I can tell you right now, you're walking on some thin ice.
Yeah.
Very thin ice.
All right, hey, bring up your criticism of Megan Fox. Bring up the
Well-
whole story about why you looked up the story of Megan
She-
Fox and everything.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
She ditched her husband and children
Mhm.
to go run around and I don't know, date some
Machine
child
Gun Kelly.
rapper, Machine Gun Kelly. And then she constantly posts online about how she loves her boy and he's the greatest musician ever and whatever last night's show was breathtaking. And then the funny thing is, at least the father then retweets or reposts the same words she says, but then puts a picture of her actual boys down underneath, but can't live without them.
I didn't even know she had kids.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't
Ooh.
either. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with Megan
Beautiful
Fox.
baby boys.
He
They're
blames
great rappers.
he blames the husband. He blames Megan Fox's ex-husband for this.
Yeah, I do.
I don't understand that for the life of me. Why you
Wait,
would
you blame him for what exactly?
For her leaving.
I think she probably left that situation because she wants to feel younger. So
Yeah,
in response, she leaves her kids behind and goes
I
date
blame
some.
him for that. Yeah.
I
Machine
don't
Gun Kelly's not even a rapper anymore. Ever since his
Yeah,
beef with
Machine Gun
Eminem, he
Kelly
became a
doesn't
rock star.
matter. He's just a child. It doesn't matter what Machine Gun Kelly's doing in the
He's just a
situation.
sex object. He's popular with the youth.
It's
I have
just
no idea
sure
who he is.
It's just I don't know. He's probably like a 2 Chainz kind of guy. But
No, he's not.
the point is the father should have seen it coming from a mile away.
Oh,
No
yeah,
one has a
definitely.
relationship with
Definitely.
Megan Fox for years and thinks, all right, yeah, I'll have children with this girl. And then you get duped. How'd you not see it coming? What an idiot.
No. It's totally
agree with
acceptable
that.
because here's the thing. This guy had Megan Fox.
You gotta be young again.
And
Also,
gotta
this
go
guy
all
should
the
shut his
way.
goddamn mouth. He's lucky he even got a taste of that. Shut his fucking
I don't know.
mouth.
It seems like any child can now. If you're a beautiful boy, watch out. Megan Fox is,
Well,
Just
what's the
sniffing.
age difference? How old is Megan Fox?
I don't know.
What, she's
She
40?
can't be old. She can't be 40.
No,
way.
she's not.
40.
She's not.
How old's Optimus Prime?
We're all on it. Now,
Oh,
is
man.
it Egan or Megan? Let's see.
So one of you better look up Optimus Prime, and one of you better look up Megan
Active.
Fox.
She's 34.
34 years old. How old is Machine Gun Kelly, or whatever the fuck this?
It
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
think it matters. Yeah, I don't care.
He used to be a rapper, and then he had beef with Eminem. He used
I
the
don't
H
think he
word.
did.
People call it the H word. His
When they
daughter's name,
mentioned one
Haley.
of his daughters, yeah.
So he
only
Eminem
daughter.
completely destroyed him, and then he started to become a rock star now.
A
So he
rock
basically does rock music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he releases rap music anymore.
No, it's not good. Real
His
bad.
rockers rap. He's one song
because I'm not a fan of him, but he has one song that was in the new Tony Hawk game, and I didn't even know it was him. It was really good. It's called Bloody Valentine.
You
My
ever
mother
seen?
showed. I told my mother about your guys' opinions on Megan Fox, and she laughed and then showed me Machine Gun Kelly's performance on Saturday Night Live, and then all her tweets about how great it was.
What?
So you guys got roasted by my mother, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
What do you mean,
What
why?
did
You're-
you tell her? Did you say we think very highly of her? Is that what you told her?
I told you exactly everything you told me about how great she is.
yeah, she's
And how
great.
she's so cool, and how
I don't think
on-
she's great. I
and-
think she's
yeah,
hot.
you do. You think she's cool.
No,
Yeah.
in
I
all
do think she's cool,
seriousness,
yeah.
Everyone,
she's cool.
everyone listening, go back to the previous podcast and listen to these two, and listen to how they convinced me. I took their word for it.
listen. She plays Halo.
Are you telling me she's not hot? Is that what you think?
No, I'm saying she's not cool at all. She's weak. She's a
I think
weirdo.
I could have a cool conversation with her.
Yeah, she played Halo, man. She played Halo. She's cool. She's cool. Her life decisions suck, and she's a horrible person for leaving her kids behind. However, she could play Halo with you. So, checkmate. That's the end of
Oh,
that debate.
Can't wait to see how Megan Fox plays. It's her running into a corner, looking up or down, and can't figure out where she. Yeah, I play Halo.
She's basically become like one of the Kardashians. She's only popular because of her relationships now. She doesn't do anything.
The
She's a bum and she stinks.
King Kong versus Godzilla is coming out pretty soon.
We gotta support the primates.
No,
We gotta.
I want Godzilla to win. Jared,
me
you don't
too,
even
but
care.
I gotta show my love to other apes.
Well, why don't
I'm
you
rooting
care?
for 11 from Stranger Things. She's gonna be in it.
Dude, Stranger Things is there a fourth season coming out or Stranger Things?
Yeah,
Shouldn't
there
be
is.
give up on that whole
Oh my
thing.
It's the
God.
fourth and final season.
It is? It's the final one?
It is, yeah.
All right.
Dumb idea.
Remember how good the first season was? And then they
No.
just kept doing the same thing every single season, thinking that we wouldn't notice.
I enjoyed the second season as well. The third season was a
enjoyed a
little off
few
the
of the
rails.
When you're following the kids and they're doing their kids thing.
I hated the ending to the third season. That's all I really remember.
The third one has like the Soviets and it goes a Cold War and it's just like it's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, now they're just overblowing it.
We gotta go get these kids to stop.
How the
next
fuck are
World
the
War.
Soviets underneath a shopping mall in Indiana
that was so,
and are
yeah,
able
that
to
was
open
so
up a
dumb.
fucking interdimensional portal to a reality that has a fucking monster in it, and the U.S.
Probably
government's
because
clueless.
They were teamed up with the Nazis, and the Nazis were teamed up with the aliens.
The best part
That's how they-
of season 3 of Stranger Things is when the United States military shows up and they're wearing the woodland camo. And it's like, ha ha, America, we did it. And then,
I don't even remember that.
yeah, and then it's over.
I remember there was that dude that was like a lifeguard, and all the old women thought he was hot, and he became the bad guy. That's kind of all I remember.
He was groomed. That was
True,
just
yeah.
an analogy for grooming. Because that's what grooming does to you. When you
Mhm.
have that much pressure,
Takes all the cute boys by the pool and turns them into bad boys. by the
Yeah.
pool.
that's what happens. So,
Should have Megan Fox in the fourth season.
I would. You know what? I'd be back in. I'd be back.
I'll
in.
watch it because there's no way I can say I watched the first 3, but I didn't finish it. So I will watch it, and I will probably complain about it.
No, I will
But I'll
not
get it
watch
done
the
with.
fourth
You
season
got to get it done with.
unless
Really? Why are you not gonna watch the fourth one?
unless we all decide to watch it together. Then I'll watch it with you guys. But I'm not gonna make time out of my day to watch that.
You know when it's coming out, everyone's going to be talking about it. There's going to be something in the show that is dramatic and makes the news.
It's gonna be the
You'll
same
watch it.
thing. It's gonna be the same. The fucking monster comes back. 11 it has to fucking put on her cape and be the Mary Sue again.
Put on her wig.
And then she has to beat the
Give a
monster.
smooch to Finn Wolfhard.
Once she defeats the monster, someone will die, but they'll bring him back at the end, and then everything will be back to normal. So dumb. Same thing every time. She was so good. So good.
I liked season 2 because it was kind of just more of the same, and I liked the first season a lot.
They made season 1. They're like, man, we got to make a second season now. What should we do? And some guy came in the writers' room and was like, guys,
Just
what if we
it
do
again.
the same thing again?
Run it back. I remember Hopper was in the second season, and he was dancing to some was it Jim Croce music? And I
Who
remember
cares?
smiling.
Who cares?
What do you mean? Who cares? You not like Jim Croce?
I don't even know who
He's
the
dead, you
fuck
know.
that is. Everybody's dead. We're all dead. Shut
I
up,
could
Hayden.
save
Shut the
time
hell up.
in a bottle. The first thing that I'd like to do.
Oh, God.
And Bad Leroy Brown. He's the baddest man in the whole damn town.
I know that one. I know that
Oh,
one.
yeah, everybody knows
He's
that song.
Bad Leroy Brown.
Um,
Died in a helicopter crash, I think.
dude, just like John Denver, except John Denver died at a plane
No one
crash.
fucking cares. Shut up.
Like that black guy who played the basketball.
Kobe.
Oh, yeah, Kobe's dead. I forgot about that.
Thank goodness.
So did his
Resting
wife.
in peace. Didn't he lose a
So
daughter
did his
too?
wife. You think his what do you
Free?
think the reaction of social media would be if his wife like started dating Shaq? Like, you know, after all the beef they've had in their careers, she started dating Shaq.
She's still like suing people. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I think she's suing like the grandmother, like her mother or something like that, because her mother's trying to take some of the money from Kobe or something like
Always
that.
be taking those people.
It's really, really a shitty situation for everybody involved. I don't know who else she would be suing though. Maybe the pilot.
Eminem.
Sue the pilot.
Yeah, that might be it. She is suing people though.
I don't think the pilot would be liable.
No, she's
Probably
definitely
no
not suing
shit.
the pilot.
Jared, have you played Star Wars Squadrons yet?
So I'll tell you what. I was trying to watch a Jim Carrey movie the other day.
Okay.
So I go on Netflix. There's no Jim Carrey movies. I go on Amazon. There's no Jim Carrey movies.
Not even
I go on-
Yes Man?
I go on Hulu. There's one Jim Carrey movie. It's The Truman Show. So I watch that. How can there be one Jim Carrey movie on 3 streaming services? And no, I haven't played Star Wars Squadrons. But come on.
How
We
about
pay for all these services and I can't watch one fucking Jim Carrey
do you
movie.
have a VPN to fly through nations on Netflix?
No, I don't.
Mm.
I
I'm
feel as
shocked
if we're
Yeah.
paying monthly subscription, I shouldn't have to get a VPN.
It is shocking. It doesn't make any sense.
I should have access to at least 3 Jim Carrey movies that I can choose between. I would have watched The Grinch if I had to.
Yeah, that one's great. Well, you gotta have a couple Jim Carrey movies, especially like Bruce Almighty. That was fun when he gets to pull the
Classic.
moon in.
All Jim Carrey movies are good. I would have watched
I don't
any
know
of them.
why. I don't know why they're all good. They're so much better than those Nicolas Cage movies.
Whoa.
I mean, all
chill.
he has is Ghost Rider 1.
Have you ever seen Vampires Kiss?
And that's
No.
the ending of the podcast. Thank you for listening, everybody.